back to where exactly? I mean, go back to where? So you want me to go and die, Abby? So you want bad policies to affect me and my children? So you don't want me to live a soft life, Abby? You just want to live a soft life only by yourself? I don't want to die yet, though. I've got more things to offer in this life, and you know, I've got kids to take care of, and I'm a baby girl for life, so I need to live the baby girl life for life. Please, I'm not going anywhere. We'll die here. These and many more are some of the reactions you will get from Nigerians, not just Nigerians, Africans in the UK when you ask them, do you want to go back to Nigeria, or when are you going back to Nigeria? They'll be like, you are attacking me, or don't attack me. So you guys, in this video, we're going to talk about reasons why Nigerians in the UK will not or may never go back to Nigeria. Well, not for now. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chinemerem. If you are new here, or if this channel is as beautiful as I think it is, please do well to like this video, share the video, and subscribe to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, you are more than amazing. Thank you for coming back. In the video where I asked Nigerians if they were happy to go back to Nigeria, I got so many mixed reactions on that video, and some people were attacking me for crying out loud. I'm just asking a question. I wasn't giving them their responses. They were responding to the questions I asked. I don't know why some people took it too personal. It was just for fun. But the main thing is that most people I asked that question said they are not happy to go back to Nigeria. This video, I'm going to tell you guys everything about it, why Nigerians in the UK may never want to go back to Nigeria. So stick to the end of this video and let's talk about it. See, the truth is, no one is really very happy living very far from home. I mean, I haven't seen anybody that when you ask the person, do you want to go back to Nigeria? And the person says no and wouldn't tell you, oh, for this reason, I would like to go back, right? So yeah, it's not easy living in a different part of the world. And with all the somehow harsh weather, the weather may seem harsh to you. You know that connection we have back home. We are never lonely. At least when it comes to childcare, friendship, you know, so many things, we are never lonely. We have this connection back home. But here, we don't have that connection. Everyone is busy chasing one thing or the other. Either you're chasing something or something is chasing you in this country. Even the kids, sometimes I look at my kids and I'm like, I'm sorry for you guys, honestly, because I feel they are missing out on so many things. You know, the fun we had growing up, these kids are not having that same fun. They are always tied down in the house. They hardly even go out to visit their friends. That's why sometimes when you take them out, they don't want to come back home because they are used to staying at home. They only go to school and then they come back home. That's it. And sometimes if you are free, you can take them to the park and all. But no, that's not what we were used to growing up. We were used to going to friends' house, our friends' house, their parents will say, hey, hello, this one, that one. We sit on the floor, we watch TV, you know, you wash plates with them in their parents' house, you know, all those things we did then. I don't think kids do those things these days. And I think it's because of the way the place is structured. It's structured in such a way that you are either going out or coming back. You don't have extra time for yourself, except you decide to make that extra time for yourself. If you don't, then you may be stuck. But even with all these things, many Nigerians are not happy to go back to Nigeria. And these are some of the reasons. Number one reason why so many Nigerians or many Africans wouldn't like to go back to Nigeria or their countries is because they are seeing better opportunities here in the UK. Better opportunities in terms of work, in terms of living a balanced life, not just for them, but for the kids as well. You know, kids have opportunities to go to school. They have this opportunity to have a brighter future. Unlike back home where, you know, if you don't have money, your kid or your children may not have that same opportunity as those that have money. They're just trying to say that they are seeing better opportunities both for themselves and for their kids in terms of their future, job, work, life, and everything. I truly agree. There are so many opportunities in this country, and those opportunities are not left for some set of people. It is for everyone. So long as you pursue and work towards it, you can get to that level. The second reason is a working system. So most Nigerians in the UK feel that UK is a working system. Example, the health sector, transportation sector, social sector, and all other sectors. For instance, the health sector, you would agree with me that so many kids and adults have died in Nigeria, not because they were meant to die or because they were too sick to die, but because of, first of all, no money, secondly, negligence, Thirdly, other factors surrounding the hospital. Maybe this hospital they went to isn't as sophisticated as it should be, or they don't have enough facilities in the hospital to take care of whoever that is sick. Then that person will lose his or her life due to small things that can easily be fixed. Unlike here in the UK, the health sector, even though right now the NHS is actually experiencing one kind, I don't even understand it, but you will still be able to get the desired treatment you want, and especially free of charge. You don't have to be a rich man to get to the hospital. So long as you've paid your IHS, you don't have to pay extra money to go to the hospital. Back home, it is not so. You may be able to get the adequate treatment if you've got the money, but even at that, those people that have money in Nigeria, like politicians in Nigeria, when they are sick, they still come to this place to receive that quality treatment. It is that bad. And then also the transportation sector, like I mentioned as well, it is working. It's not like back home where we shouting back, more back. It's not like that here. Everything is just, kind of working. It is sectored into such a way that when you enter your own role, you know what you are doing. Then that's why people feel like, I should just stay here because the working system is enough for me. Another reason is long-lasting policies. What I mean by this is, in Nigeria, sometimes a governor can come and set up this policy, set up that policy, and sometimes that governor may have a good intention, or that particular government may have a good intention for the country or for the state, and then the tenure comes to an end and that government couldn't accomplish whatever he started doing. Then a new person will take over. Instead of continuing what that person started, the person may just want to put down everything the past governor or the past president or the past whatever must have done, just to start his own project that may not even come to an end as well, and some policies as well that may be good, that may favor the people of the country, may be set up by a previous government, but then a new one will come and they will change those policies, and you're like, why this back and forth? The main thing is, let the policies that are there already be existing, and then we can work on it and fine-tune it. A new government takes over power, there should be some restructuring, but not completely changing things or completely destroying what have been started just to build something that you may not even be able to finish. Whereas here in the UK, it is not so. UK, once a government starts something and doesn't accomplish it, the next person that will take over is either doing something in line with what that person started, or if they are going against what that person started because it wasn't favorable, you would also know that this thing is for the good of everyone. We are changing these policies for the good of everyone, not just for our personal reasons. That's just the difference, policies that are lasting are one of the reasons why people don't want to go back to Nigeria. The another reason is the good road network. I've talked about it before, the transportation system. So yes, there are potholes in the UK, right? It's not as pot as Nigerian potholes. I don't know if that makes sense. Nigeria, you would see potholes that you'll be able to swim inside the pothole. On a very good government road, you will just see a big pothole that you'll be able to swim inside it if they pour water inside it. But here in the UK, you would see potholes, definitely, but it is not as bad as it is back home. Another one is insurance. Many businesses in Nigeria are not insured. Many cars in Nigeria are not insured. Many things in Nigeria are not insured. That's why when something happens to someone's business in Nigeria, the person may likely go poor. It doesn't matter how rich the person may be, the person may likely go poor if care is not taken. Whereas in the UK, most things are insured. Even your own car is insured. Just in case anything happens, you can call your company and say, I beg you, this thing happened to my car, you just have to do this, and your insurance will cover that thing. In most cases, you don't have to pay extra money for it. So it is just as simple as that. It is easy to be poor in Nigeria. Yeah, it is easy to go poor in Nigeria than here in the UK. Another reason why people don't want to go back to Nigeria is because of value for money. With £10, you can go and buy something that you and your family can eat. Food to eat. But in Nigeria, 10,000 naira these days, people are like, no, 10,000 naira these days is more like 1,000 naira. The naira is steadily falling these days, and you're like, what the hell? What's happening? What's going on? But yes, there is value for money in this country, and if you give somebody £10 free here, the person will thank you with all their heart. While if you give somebody 10,000 naira in Nigeria now, the person will thank you, but the person will be thinking, what do I even do with this? By the time I go out and come back, this money is gone. there is no value. The money doesn't have value. With the way things are going now, Naira is also going down every day, every day, every day. And nobody knows how long this will take. But the truth is, people are saying, well, I have more value for money here in the UK than I do in Nigeria. So why not? I better stick to the UK pounds and saving them in pounds than making them in Naira. By the time you know it, it is all gone. The next reason why people don't want to go back to Nigeria is getting paid for the job you are doing. When you are working in the UK, you would definitely get paid. In fact, if the person you're working for is not paying you, you can take it up, go to the courts, go to anywhere, and the person will definitely pay you more than he or she was supposed to pay you before going to court. But in Nigeria, there have been cases where for 3 months, 6 months, workers are not being paid, and it seems nothing is being done about it. I mean, nobody is talking because they don't have money. How will you be able to afford a lawyer to take your employer to court? It's mostly impossible, and no lawyer is willing to stand in for you free of charge in Nigeria because everybody wants money. Whereas here in the UK, most times you don't even have to pay a lawyer before going to the court. Sometimes you have to pay them just after the court. If you've won the case, you may now pay them. Sometimes you can find free lawyers in the court that will just stand in for you if they feel yes you are right, or if they just want to stand in for you. If not, you can also go to the court without any lawyer. Just know what you're going there for, know what you're saying, say it as you should, and you will see how things will just work out. It doesn't matter the job you are doing. Once you are working, you're getting paid. Another thing in this place that people really like, there's dignity in labor. Yes, in this country, there's dignity in labor. I've seen painters come to pick their kids from school, and they will come with their work attire, and they are happy because there's dignity in labor. Being a painter doesn't mean you should be hiding. But back home in Nigeria, as a painter or even as a taxi driver, to go and pick your kids from school, some people will be hiding. I don't want them to see me as a painter in this school, or to see me as a driver in this school. Handiwork gives more money in this UK. So you may see a painter, you'll be like, ah, this one is a painter. The painter may have more money than you that is even a lecturer or an IT tech. The person may just be living larger than you, that you're even thinking you are living large. So yes, there's dignity in labor, and people will be like, I rather stay here, do those menial jobs, get the money, than go back home, stay in an office and still get nothing from the work I'm doing. There are so many other reasons why people don't really want to go back to Nigeria. Like I said earlier, this place is not a bed of roses. It also has its downs. There are some things that you'd be like, ah, I can't take this in this country, you know, especially family life. I like the unity when it comes to family back home. Although all these witches and wizards and all those wicked uncles and aunties, it is very prevalent in Nigeria and not as much here, but we still have that connectivity, that connection, that family bond, that happiness, that closeness. We still have it back home, and that's one thing you can take from us. And as Nigerians, we can survive in any weather, be it cold, hot, any weather at all. In any place we go to, we can survive. That's the good thing about Nigerians, and that's why we are really thriving here in the UK. But these are some of the reasons why people will be like, ah, I'd rather stay here and do these things than go back to Nigeria. Truth is, Nigeria is a good place, and I believe that if we get it right when it comes to governance and as citizens, because sometimes we'll be like, the governor is doing this, the president is not working, the governor is not working. You as a citizen, are you working? Are you doing what you should be doing as a citizen? Or is it about the government alone? As a business person in Nigeria, are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Or are you trying to rip people off because you feel you are a business person? You as an employer in Nigeria, are you doing what you should be doing? Or you feel because it's not my business, it's not my job, I should just act anyhow? You as a citizen in Nigeria, are you taking care of things the way you should? So who is to be blamed? I don't know who is to be blamed, but if we get it right as a country in terms of governance and ourselves as citizens, I think Nigeria would be a better place. And I believe that when that happens, of course, people will want to go back to Nigeria because Nigeria is a fun place to go to. Nigeria is fun. If you are in the UK and you are not willing to go back to Nigeria soon, can you let me know in the comment section why you feel you don't want to go back to Nigeria? And if you are in Nigeria and you feel, well, if I come to the UK, I won't want to go back to Nigeria, please let me know the reason why you won't want to go back to Nigeria. when you come to the UK. And if you are a Nigerian in the UK and you want to go back to Nigeria, today, tomorrow, please tell me the reason why you want to go back to Nigeria today, tomorrow in the comment section. So yes, that's that about this video. Until I see you again in the next one, to take care, stay safe, and